In my last few videos, I talked about various things you need to know about Fiverr and how you can make money on the internet through freelancing. In this video, I want to show you how to create a gig on Fiverr so that you can rank very high on the site. In one of the previous videos, I talked about how to conduct keyword research on Fiverr. In this video, I'm not going to do that, but I will quickly show you how you can go ahead and do that so that you can get the best title for your gig and use the appropriate tags that will help you rank your gig high on Fiverr search. I will go straight to this particular page, and for this particular demonstration I want to use guest post as my gig title. Now when I search for guest post on Fiverr, I got this result. One of the amazing things from this result is that the first 4 results comes from a single seller. I must be honest, I have never seen something like this on Fiverr before, but it is happening. That is telling you that if you are doing the right thing, irrespective of the numbers of gig you have, Fiverr can show all of them in the search page result. So the first thing you see here, we have the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. All of these gigs are from the same seller. If you see the username, you see all of the gigs come from a single seller. Now this is very interesting because this is going to make our research much interesting and it will help us create the gig that will rank very high. What is this seller doing that is different from every other seller? By the way, there are over 7,000 results on Fiverr search result. Now we want to see what exactly this person is doing, and that is why I open the gigs on separate tabs on my browser. The first gig you see, I will publish the 52 guest blog post PR5. The second one says I will publish the 40 legal niche guest blog post. The third one said I will publish the 50 guest blog post PR5, and the fourth one said I will publish the 42 niche guest blog post. One interesting thing about all of these gigs is we have a unique keyword present in the gig, and that is what you have to take note when you are creating your gig. You might be wondering why is publish very unique in this particular gig. Let's go ahead and look at the search result and see what others are doing. When we look at the search result, in the 5th result we have I will publish the A40, and the 6th we have I will publish, in the 7th we have I will publish. Continue looking at it, we have I will publish, and I think after the 9th result the next one is I will do tech, I will write, and I will this. So what this is showing you is that Fiverr give preference to sellers that use publish in their guest post gig. That's a tip for you. So each of the niche on Fiverr has some unique words that is definitely going to help you to rank your gig very high in Fiverr search result. For this particular guest post, the word is publish. So when you are creating gig for guest posting on Fiverr, make sure you have publish in your gig title. Now we have seen that, and I want to go ahead and create my own gig with the title I have generated from my research. On my research I generated, I will publish the 30 guest blog post. That is what I want to use on my gig title. Now the next thing is I want to go ahead and create this gig. By the way, I use this account for research purpose and for purchasing gig on Fiverr, but because of demonstration of this particular gig creation, I will switch to selling on Fiverr and I will create a gig. Now I will go straight to my gigs page. On the gigs page, I want to show you how to create a gig from the scratch. So I go ahead and click on create a new gig. After clicking on create a new gig, I will start inputting the information necessary to create the gig on Fiverr. I've already written my gig title in my notepad, so I go ahead and copy this and paste it inside this particular text area. The next thing is I want to see the category. Automatically Fiverr will suggest a category for me. And what is the category? I want to go ahead and look at these sellers and see which category they are using for the gig. They are using digital marketing, content marketing, guest posting. So I want to look at guest posting. Let's see what happened under content marketing and see if we have guest posting there. We have guest posting, so I've selected guest posting, which means I want my gig to appear under guest posting in Fiverr search. The next thing I want to do now is I want to select gig metadata. Metadata is very important in some situations because it's going to help you rank your gig high on Fiverr search. For example, if my guest posting is about animals or pets, I can go ahead and select this. If it is about transportation, I can go ahead and look for metadata that is very relevant to transportation and I will select that. So that is just explanation about that. The next thing I want to do is I want to input my tag. Now I want to go ahead and look at the tag that this particular seller is using in all of his gigs. So I will go straight to the bottom and check the tag. Which is the tag here: authority backlink, guest blogging, guest post. I have two I want to use there. I want to use guest blogging, guest post, guest blogging, post, website. Which other tag we have here? Let's go ahead and see from other gig and see what tag is using for that. We see guest blogging, authority backlinks, content marketing, guest blog. Let's use authority backlinks, high quality. So we have input some tags for this particular gig. The next thing is I'll click on save and continue. This is going to take some steps. So the next step here is for me to add pricing for my gig. You have option to add up to 3 different pricing levels, but I don't want to do that, so I'll go ahead and toggle it off, and I want to use just single pricing for my gig. I'll fill this information order now, then I select delivery time. Maybe it's gonna take me 3 days to deliver this. I will select whatever is relevant that I want to deliver along with this particular service. If I want to deliver topic research, I'll go ahead and select that. If I want to have focus keyword, I'll go ahead and select that, and so on. So after selecting everything, I will choose pricing for my gig. I want to choose $10 for this particular gig, so I will go ahead and select that, and the next thing is I'll click on save and continue. I will allow the page to load, and I will continue to the next step. The next step is the gig description. In 2017, I wrote a very thorough article on how to write the perfect gig description on Fiverr. I must be honest, that particular article helped a lot of people write amazing gig description that helps them to get a lot of sales on Fiverr. In fact, a lot of people have made reference to that particular article. Even on Fiverr forum, you see people make reference to it. You can see someone here posted what is gig description, and the person copied content from my website to Fiverr. Fortunately, someone who has also read the article from my site said it was copied from this site. My content is very helpful to a lot of people, and they are referencing to it. Even if you go to Nairaland, a popular Nigerian forum, you see people have reference to my article. Ojasweb says some good stuff about writing the best Fiverr gig description. You can read it here. So I'm gonna drop the link to that particular article so that you go ahead and read the article, and it's gonna guide you on how to write the best gig description on Fiverr. For the sake of this demonstration, I will just go ahead and copy some text from my website and paste it in the description of my gig. And the next thing is for me to click on save and continue. By the way, you might want to add question and answer to this particular section. What is this question and answer all about? In some situation, your prospective buyer want to know if there are certain requirements from you or from them, and they want to ask you question. For example, they can ask you, what domain authority are you going to post the backlink? If you have different domain authority, you can just specify that okay, this backlink will be posted on domain authority 50 and so on. The next thing is I'll click on save and continue. And the next stage for this particular gig is the requirement. What is the requirement for this particular gig? Kindly submit your article and the link you want to use. As simple as that. Whatever gig you are trying to create on Fiverr, each niche has their unique requirement. Whatever you need from the buyer in order for you to be able to complete the service, that is what you are going to put in the requirement. If you need them to submit the content on their website, to submit the graphics, to submit the keyword, whatsoever, you just put it here, and when they order the gig, this is going to be revealed to them, and they'll be able to submit it, and you'll be able to continue with the service, and you'll be able to deliver exactly what you promised in your gig. I will save this and I will continue to the next stage. Now on the next stage, I have to add a gig image to this particular gig. A gig image has some special requirements by Fiverr. If you go ahead and check, your gig image need to be at least 550 pixels width and 370 pixels height. I don't have any gig image. I can just go ahead and click on my computer and see if I have any gig image I can use. I will just use my YouTube image. Since this is just a demonstration video, I'm just showing you so that you can see exactly what we are doing. By the way, you might want to use video because it is believed that video attracts more buyers on Fiverr. If you have a good video that meets the requirement, kindly go ahead and use it, and it will be very helpful for you. The next thing is I will click on save and continue, and I think that is the end of the gig creation. We are almost done. The next thing is for me to click on publish, and the gig will go live. I don't want to publish this because this is just a rough demonstration of how to create gig on Fiverr, but the most important thing is you see the processes and you see all the important information needed for you to be able to create a gig on the platform. I believe you know this now, and you'll be able to go ahead and create your own gig. Use the research method so that you can get your gig ranked high on Fiverr very quickly. I hope you love this video. If you like it, feel free to subscribe to this channel and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching the video, and bye for now.